How do you guys? Welcome back to maxdmcrafting. Today I want to show you how I created an entrance for my SEWER project. It's like a tutorial slash project showcase slash I want to show something that I like so much. I also start to put a little more effort to the embellishment, or actually to the uglishment of the sewers. Because, you know, many people all the time when are watching my pictures and my videos are saying, okay, those are the cleaner sewers ever. But actually it's a work in progress, and I actually today I started to put some shit in my project. So let's see, okay? Have fun.
Nothing is better to start with a fresh pack of a graphic chipboard. Those are 4 inches by 6 inches. I need a 4x4 tile. I mark and I cut it. Now I use the template of my universal locking tile system for cut a couple of junction for my fusion tile system. I suggest you to watch my fusion tile system tutorial for understand what I'm doing here, but basically I'm creating a SEWER tile 4x4 inches. In this case my tile will be not reversible, so I'm tracing the grid just on one side. I'm using now green stuff wood textured roll pin for my pavement, as I did with all my tiles. This will be an end piece, and I'm attaching now the lockable piece. With this upper part, my sandwich is done, and I'm ready for create all the other part of my entrance. First of all, I need to create the hole for the water passage with a big gate. I'm using my Truthful cap, that is actually 3.5 centimeters, and I'm cutting the hole. Then I'm using the first hole for create the second one. Here I want to play with the perspective, so I'm basically cutting with a 45-degree angle the second part of my tunnel with my harsh hot wide cutter, and then my brickworks will be a little bit tricky for simulate the depth of the tunnel. As you can see, the effect is that this tunnel is much longer, like that. I continue the brickwork. As always, I suggest you to watch my tutorial number 3 for understand better my technique on brick walls. I decided that the height of my passage and my bridge actually will be the same as all my projects, so actually it's 2 inches. And now here I'm basically improvising a little bit for understand how to cut the pieces for the walls and for the bridge. I'm just eyeballing and cutting the pieces with my proxen. Finally, when I was satisfied, I start to put together everything. Here I'm preparing the space for the door, and yeah, I'm using one of my dungeon doors as template. Initially I wanted to create a superior brick that was out of the line, but you will see in the end I will cut that. The major part of my work for the doors is free-handed, as you can see here. I'm using the pieces as template all the time, and I'm just going very fast during the crafting process. Then I remove the central part for the door, carefully, trying not to break the arch. And with the proxen I cut the door and the arch to the dimension that I like. And then again, brickwork. For the door I use my technique for the wood grain. Check my tutorial number 4 if you want to understand how to do that. And for all this project I'm using actually the proxen, but with some tricks that you can find in my tutorial you can also do the same project just with the X-Acto knife and a ruler, and of course an arch cutter. I'm adding the nail holes, and when I was satisfied I just use my hot glue gun and I put the door together with the wall piece. Nice. Then I finished the brickwork for all the wall. The technique is always the same, guys. For me it works like that. I attach the two walls in a straight angle and I finish the brickwork for the second part. Finally, I was satisfied with the walls and with the measurements, so I decided to attach all the bridge and finish the building process. When you use different pieces of foam for create dimensions, one of the major problems is that you have these slices, and with the brickworks you need to camouflage the bricks. One of my techniques, I have many techniques for this, is just to draw the bricks through those lines, then use a little bit of stucco or walls filler, and then redo the lines just where you need them. As you can see here, already without the stucco is a nice camouflage. Now, before I attach the bridge with the water passage, I mark and I start to paint in black, because this will be very difficult in a second moment to paint like that. So it's much better if you do this before attach the pieces. Here I'm finishing the brickwork for the second part of the bridge. A lot of brickworks. As I told you, before attach the piece, I need to prepare the part that will be under the bridge, that will be not reachable once the piece will be glued together. So I'm preparing actually the water, as I did for the other pieces of the sewer, with my airbrush. I just prepare the shade of green, and then with my hot glue gun I do the stream of water, as I did for all my sewer pieces. For the bars of the gate, I'm using these wooden sticks that are perfectly round, a little bit fat pieces of wood, and I attach them with some hot glue. Then I prepare the two floor pieces for the bridges, giving them a brickwork, a pavement work, similar to what I've done for my sewer gate. When I was satisfied, I just glued the two floors, and basically the piece was finished. Here I'm using a boat wheel. Actually I'm transforming it in a valve for the opening of the sewer gate. I used a pin for fix it, and also for give some additional interesting shape to the piece, and I glue it to a foam pillar. Yeah, nice and easy. And we have a valve. At this point I understand that my piece needed something else, something for make it more interesting, and I decided to create a little pipe, a side pipe also, with some liquid exiting from it. So I created a ring of foam, and I put a little bit of this plastic net for crafting together. I create a hole in the wall, and I painted it in black before glue, of course, the net, and before glue the end of the pipe. Also I painted the grid in black, and with some hot glue I put everything together. Nice and easy. Also, at this point I realized that the gate was too simple with these 3 bars, so I decided to add some reinforcement, horizontal reinforcement, for give a solid aspect to this piece. This was a stair that remains from the sewer gate, and I used that. I changed a little bit the initial project, so I reduced the number of the stairs. Not 2 stairs, not so many steps, just 1. It's a little bit more simple, but the effect is nice. I painted the inside of the gate before glue everything together with some PVA glue. When you use PVA glue, I suggest you always to fix the piece with some pins. During the drying time, I use some walls filler for close every gap between the piece junctions, using my fingers for a smooth result. Then the paint process started with black priming. I used my airbrush for this because it's much more easier to reach every corner with an airbrush. For the paint process, check my tutorial number 1 about dungeon walls. It's the same process, okay? So you check that. And basically I'm using not a basic technique, but a more advanced technique for give a lot of shades to the walls. After that, I use my hot glue gun to create a little stream of water exit from the little pipe. I just drop some glue and wait for it to dry. Here I'm using some toilet paper that is very appropriate for this kind of project, for create some trash and some shit here and there. After I use some PVA glue for place the paper, I use some brown wash for give that yeah, disgusting color. This project is coming together very nicely. As you can see, I use also some additional gloss varnish for, you know, water effect, all the stream of water. Yeah, this is how I like it. Disgusting.
Okay guys, this is it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please hit the like button, and if you very like this video, remember to subscribe to the channel. Till next time, happy crafting!